What is up, beautiful people? As always, I'm your favorite wolf brother, Methos Kushranada from the channel Frost and Fist. So guys, I hope you had an amazing Christmas, or whatever holiday you celebrate, or even if you don't celebrate anything, I hope you had an awesome couple of days off while everybody else celebrated Christmas. So, what I've got for you today is I want to get in one more battle report for the year, the last one of 2016. And this is going to be an awesome match I had with one of my great friends, Brother James, and his Necron Decurion. So this is going to be a real cool battle. And one of the things I'll apologize for in advance is the camera is definitely a lot shakier. The quality of my recording is not as good. We're using my cameras, which is not as good as Freak's camera. And on top of that, you know, I am definitely not the cameraman that the Freak Master is. You know, there's a reason why I work with a partner who's a techie, because I'm just not that good with the tech. So it is going to be a little bit grainier than some of our previous battle reports, but I think the quality of the game is still there. I can tell you that the game was a lot of fun while I was battling against Brother James. And, you know, it had a pretty surprising, for me, turnabout, because some things didn't go as planned. But I knew how Necrons are. I knew that the table was dangerous. But man, the game did not go the way that I thought it would. We'll take a look at that game right now. $1,500 points of Space Wolves.
And Brady, you got Wolfen, right?
Yep.
Awesome.
Since I didn't get to finish painting it, my Dreadnought looks like just a big black blob on the white table.
It's covered in soot. A lot of war happening.
Yeah, I got these special rules printed out there.
Deployment for Necrons.
I believe you did it after you moved, right before you shoot. Saw that move a lot.
I will be placing the ever awesome Brother James. James, who donated all those Terminators to my main man Freak. And he's got some, these are skin flayed ones, right? Flayed ones in reserve. The other side of the field, Space Wolves.
I think it's going to be a...
Okay, got the Predator and the Rhino. Speeder and the Dreadnought holding some objectives. Okay, got the Land Raider full of Wolfen on the other side. Alright guys, so these rounds are timed, so I'm going to keep these brief. Bottom of Necron's turn 1. All of the Necrons just moved up a bunch, and it looks like a very close clash between the Necrons and the Space Wolves. Okay, and now we're just going to rush forward and smash things, leaving my tank behind. But you can see I've got a flayed one who is infiltrated on my back line, so I'm going to have to stop to deal with that. But if I turn my back on the front line to deal with that, all these wraiths may come crashing down on me. Decisions. Speaking of decisions, let's look at tactical objective number 1. By the way, we're doing Tactical Escalation, and we're doing Big Guns Never Tire. So this one is Ascendancy. Score D3 victory points if we control any 3 objective markers at the end of the turn. Alright, we'll see what we can do going on Space Wolves turn 1. All right, a very unproductive turn for the first turn Space Wolves. The Necrons are freaking immortal. We got reanimation protocols all over the place. So I killed one dude here. He's gone. I did 0 wounds here. Oh yeah, I haven't gotten there yet.
Now, what you
I killed one warrior.
What you can do is target a unit behind it.
The Thunder Wolves stayed on this objective.
If you shoot over it,
And over here, the Wolfen got into combat, but with 3 up Invul saves and 3 up reanimations, it's not going to look good for the Wolfen. At the very least, they're going to be tar pitted here all day. And scarabs are coming. So, could be a bad day for the Wolfen. On the bright side, staying back on these objectives earned us ascendancy, so we are looking at first turn, 3 points for the Space Wolves. On to the next turn, Necron's turn 2. All right, productive round for the Necrons. This group of warriors here moved up and shot the crap out of that Land Raider with their Gauss special rule, blowing it up on the first attempt. Iron Priest got out over here. Man, that was some effective Necron firepower. The Wraiths moved up, daring me to charge them. Focus. Focus. There we go. Necrons moved up with the Wraiths, daring me to charge them. Bikes moved up, ready to hit the tanks.
As 11 rolls, it's 20, so that definitely bends.
And
2 plus 2 is 4.
that's all that happened over there, but still locked in combat with the Wraiths.
Down to 2.
Okay, no wounds dealt on either side, but the Scarabs did move and the Spider moved in. So there's a lot of attacks each round on both sides. With the destruction of the Land Raider, James did score first blood, and we are moving into Space Wolves turn 2. End of Space Wolves turn 2. Some shooting over here. Wiped out most of the flayed ones. Tacticals got out and contributed to that shooting. Dumped tons of firepower into these bikes, but cannot wound them.
Okay.
And then, of course, tie combat here. We removed 1 Wraith and he removed 2 Wolfen. Iron Priest got into battle. Tons of reanimation protocols. So, another tie combat. And in this combat, 1 wound dealt to the Wraith side, 2 to the Thundercav. So 1 hold Thundercav drops, and they made the morale check, so combat continues. Wolf Lord back here continues to hold objective 4, bringing Methos up to 4 points, and James at 1 point still for the first blood. Moving on to Necron's turn 3. So Necron's turn 3, another extremely productive round for the Necrons. You can see there, down to 1 Wolfen. I have thrown over 60 attacks, 60 wounds at this group, and done nothing, absolutely nothing, except 1 Wraith. Did nothing against the warriors there. They're doing awesome. I have done absolutely nothing against these Wraiths, and lost 1 Thundercav. They moved up, and did you know that Necrons get D-weapons? That's awesome. Everybody but Imperials get D-weapons, apparently. So I got D-weapon out here, and I have 1 wound on the Speeder, who is jinking for the next round.
Can your guys attack again?
So not looking too good. Things are about to start going horribly wrong. I forgot we're playing, in addition to Tactical Escalation, Big Guns Never Tire. So he also has a point for the Land Raider and the Predator. James is up to 3, Methos up to 4. Very close game, but not a lot left on the table for the Space Wolves. We'll take a look on it in Space Wolves turn 3. Alright guys, we skipped a couple rounds because we were on a time limit and we're starting to run close. So at the end of the game, this is what it looks like. You can see Necrons definitely took control of midfield. The endless combat's over here. The Wraiths ended up taking out all of the Wolfens. The Iron Priests were taken out by the Warriors and the Warlord who joined the fray. And the Death Scythe, Doom Scythe, something... Doom Scythe? No, the Scythe on the Warlord.
Oh, yeah, War Scythe.
The War Scythe on the Warlord took out the Iron Priest.
Well, no, I just everybody.
Here, Cavalry held the Wraiths at bay, killing one and dealing a wound to another. This BA over here did some serious damage, had only 1 wound done to it the whole fight. These bikes took no wounds the whole fight. The battle leader in the tank, still around. 3 of the Grey Hunters taking an objective. And Dreadnought back here holding an objective. And the Warlord on my side, the Wolf Lord, holding this objective in the tower. Okay, so I got 9 points for the Big Guns Never Tire, holding the objectives. So at the end of the game, Necrons had First Blood, Kill for Land Raider, Kill for a Predator, and 3 Big Guns objectives. I had Ascendancy, objective number 4, objective number 5, and 9 points of Big Guns objectives. So it is a Space Wolf victory. James, great game, my brother. All right, guys, so that is my game versus the Necrons and Brother James. Man, I knew that Wraiths are strong, and I was kind of intimidated to get into battle with them, especially with that formation with the spider and all those scarabs. But this Space Wolf only knows one way to play, and that's to run across the table and hit things in the face. I did play a slightly more in a reserved manner than I normally would because I was trying to play the objectives, and ultimately playing the objectives is, I think, what secured me the game. So, really fun game. I could not believe the number of reanimation protocols that Brother James was able to make. I mean, I almost barely killed anything on the field, but every time reanimation came up, there were 5s and 6s thrown. You know, anytime a Jink came up, there was a 4-up thrown, usually still 5s and 6s. And then, of course, that spider is tough, given everything that 3-up. You know, they already come with 3-up invul saves, and then a 3-up reanimation protocols. I mean, it was a tough battle. And, I mean, the best I could do was battle things to a standstill while the rest of my forces claimed objectives. And I think that's what ultimately what got me the game in the end. So, I hope you like this battle report. Again, I'm sorry that the camera quality was not quite there without my Freakmaster around. And definitely miss having him around. It's been too many games since we saw him on the field, so we definitely do work something out for that. If you liked this battle report, then grab up an axe and smash that like button in the name of the Emperor. And drop me down some comments down below, letting me know what you thought of the battle and how I played, or if you have any suggestions for me. And if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, this humble wolf brother would love to have you as part of the pack here on the Frost and Fist. Until next time, guys, stay frosty.